Hello, beautiful soul. I wanted to connect with you today so that we could figure out what that one thing is that prevents you from having the life that you deserve and dream of and desire. And quite possibly, you probably don't even dream of it because this one thing is not allowing you to actually believe that that's possible for you. We all have it. So my first question for you is, when is the last time you actually let yourself dream of the life that you truly want for yourself? And I don't mean a believable dream, something that you feel is actually attainable. I mean, when is the last time you actually dreamed about a dream that brought you so much joy you could almost cry when you did it? When was the last time you allowed yourself to visualize and dream about how you looked, how you felt? What was the health within your body? What was the energy? How does it feel energetically to be in this dream version of yourself? How did you energetically show up in the world in this dream? What did you do? What were you doing for work? All souls have to labor. That's the truth. We live in a world of giving and receiving. And so if we want to receive from our world, we have to be willing to give to it. But we don't have to do it as a servant. We can do it in service. So what is your service work? If you could do anything in the world to serve and to make this world a better place, what would it be? And I don't mean boxing it in something that's believable. What brings you joy? If you could do anything in the entire world without barriers around what that has to be, what would you do? When was the last time you let yourself dream about that? Have you ever? What about if where you could live? If someone came up to you today and was like, I will pay for you to live, to move to wherever you want to in the world. Do you know where that is even? When was the last time you dreamed about the dream place for you to live? Is it by the beach, the mountains, the desert? Is it in a different country? What about relationships, friendships, family? How often do you allow yourself to visualize and picture what you want for your life, not allowing and accepting the life that you have? And I don't mean to live in a state of like, fuck this, I don't like this life. Be grateful for the life that you have because it is amazing and it is a blessing. But don't settle for the life that you have. You can be grateful for what you have without settling for what you have. You can be grateful for what you have while dreaming and moving towards what you actually want in your life. So what do you want? What's your dream? Have you envisioned it? Quite often we carry 1, 2, maybe 3 singular beliefs that are rooted in how we live our life that are the reason we can't live that dream right now. They keep us stuck. So for example, for myself, mine was around money. I grew up in Wisconsin in a poor town in a family that had so much love, but not a lot of wealth, and took out a bunch of loans to go to college to become a teacher, which also in the US doesn't pay a lot. And so I was just like taking on these beliefs that I couldn't have money. And I actually told myself time after time after time, almost like a vow to myself, that I accepted that I wouldn't have money. It was my way of finding peace in the experience that I was living, but it was what trapped me in the experience I was living because I basically promised myself, like, I don't need money. How limiting is that? And so because of that, it affected like everything I did. If someone wanted to do something with me, I would say no before I even knew what it was because I had this belief that I couldn't afford it. I didn't go on spring break ever. I never used to travel. Like, I allowed it to impact everything. And you are too. Whatever that belief is for you, it is affecting your entire life. And you might not even realize it because it all is connected. And when we look closely at the reasons why we do or don't do something, and if we dig really, really, really deep, it's going to come back to a core belief that you carry that keeps you small, that keeps you trapped, that keeps you limited. So what is your belief? What do you tell yourself every day or every other day that keeps coming up when an opportunity arises or a new experience comes? What are you telling yourself? Catch it, notice it, pay attention to that conversation inside your head, because this is what's keeping you small, nothing else. It is your mind. It is the beliefs that you carry. So catch your limiting belief. And once you do that, once you catch it, I want you to sit down and answer these questions. First find it, and then ask yourself, what is this costing me? What is this belief costing me? And then be with the experience of what is coming up, because you are going to see very, very, very clearly how it is costing you so much in your life. And after you've done that, I want you to ask yourself, what areas of my life are affected because of this belief? And you're going to find so much in that as well. It is most likely affecting your work, your relationships, your happiness, your money, probably everything. So sit down and be with those questions. Get really, really deep. Be honest. Look at yourself. Look at the belief that you carry. And then I want you to ask yourself, how will my life change if I change this belief? And that's a freeing question, because you're going to see the potential of what your life could be if you didn't allow this singular belief to control everything that you do. And then after you do that, I want you to dream. I want you to visualize. I want you to sit down. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to picture the most beautiful expression of who you are. I want you to picture yourself in this incredible physical form that you love, with energy and health just flowing through your life. I want you to visualize and dream of your service work that fills you up, that changes the world. I want you to imagine your perfect place to live, your dream destination, your dream home. I want you to imagine flourishing relationships. And I want you to imagine yourself happy, fulfilled, full of life, living the dream life that is actually possible for you if you believe it. And that starts by digging deep and uprooting whatever that belief is that is keeping you stagnant, still, and small. Okay? That's your homework. Do it. And then do it every single day. Visualize every single day, or at least once a week. You can do it once a week. Sit down for 5 minutes and dream and dream and notice. Notice how your life starts to change, because it will, especially if you do the work to find that, find and uproot that limiting belief. And then when you speak it to yourself, shift it. Change it, reword it to something that inspires you, something that empowers you instead of limits you. Or even just say, not true. But it's even better to just shift it, create something different, because it's going to keep repeating. So allow something more powerful, more uplifting, more shifting you towards the potential of the life that you want, to replace it. Okay? And if you want to dive even deeper into this, leave a comment below. I have a worksheet that I made that lets you really dig deep and look at this stuff, so that you don't have to live this life anymore. You don't have to live this life. You can live that life. You can have that life. I promise you, you can have that life if you believe it and you step towards it. You have to work for it. It's not easy, but you can have it. So if you want that, leave a comment below. Let me know. And somehow I gotta get your email, but we'll figure it out. And I can send it to you, and you can make those shifts so that that dream is possible. So that dream life is no longer your dream life, it's your life. How amazing would that be if that was your life? It can be. Choosing. So if you like this, like it, share it, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to share? I created this channel for you, and without feedback, you guys just have to keep listening to what I want to talk about. But I want to serve you, so how can I serve you? Let me know. Love you.